The Village of Lincoln Heights Council meeting is now in session. Today is Tuesday, October 14, 2025. The time is now 7:44 p.m. Roll call, Ms. Randolph.
Councilwoman Phyllis Baber. Councilwoman Nona Calhoun Mumia.
Present.
Councilman Duran Daniels.
Present.
Councilwoman Tanya Key.
Present.
Councilwoman Laverne Mitchell.
Present.
Vice Mayor Linda Childs Jeter. No response. Mayor Ruby Kinsey Mumphrey.
Present.
We have 6 who are present, 1 who is absent. We do have a quorum, and for the record, Vice Mayor Linda Childs Jeter is out due to sickness.
Okay. All right.
Motion to excuse Councilwoman Linda Childs Jeters.
Second.
It's been moved in second. Roll call.
Councilwoman Phyllis Baber. Councilwoman Nona Calhoun Mumia.
Yes.
Councilman Duran Daniels.
Yes.
Councilwoman Tanya Key.
Yes.
Councilwoman Laverne Mitchell.
Yes.
Mayor Ruby Kinsey Mumphrey.
Yes.
We have 6 aye votes. That motion does pass.
Okay.
Has to be.
Prayer.
Dear Heavenly Father, we would like to thank you for another opportunity to come before you, as well as to the residents of the village of Lincoln Heights. We pray that in this meeting, Lord Jesus, that all minds will prevail to do what is best for the village as a whole. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Amen. Okay. Motion is in order for the filing of the journal for the committee of the whole meeting minutes for September 22nd, along with the regular council meeting minutes for September 22nd, 2025, with any necessary corrections.
Motion.
It's been moved in second. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. All right, we'll go around the table with our announcements. Councilman Daniels, yours first.
No announcement, but well, actually I do have an announcement. I did have a question. It's procedural wise. I was able to just kind of go back and listen to the last piece, and I know there was a question in the committee of whole whether or not the roll was taken as a motion passed or did not. And just listening to it, it does initial start off saying that it passed, and then it kind of seemed ambiguous at that point. So. Just wanted to state that as well, because I know we just passed it with any necessary corrections, but just going back and being able to listen to it on YouTube right after we did say that the motion did pass. But I'm sure we'll get into that later, miscellaneous business.
Okay. All right.
Oh, and then just for the announcements. Announcement-wise, I'm sure Mr. Gaines will speak on Saturday, but I wanted to speak about the Harvest Festival. Ms. Aretha Brown is looking for volunteers and cars for the trunk or treat, the 5th annual the sixth annual trunk or treat put on by the residents. They've been doing a great job with this, but they're once again looking for anybody that wants to decorate a car, anybody wants to come out and volunteer, and once again, all those kids come out once again this year. But please contact Ms. Aretha Brown if you need more information on how to volunteer. Thank you.
Councilwoman Munya.
I just wanted to announce that the Teen Parent Empowerment Summit, sponsored by the Mount Zion Baptist Church, will be on Saturday, October the 25th, from 10 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. at the Woodlawn Recreation Center. Okay. And that's at 10141 Woodlawn Boulevard, Woodlawn, Ohio, 45215.
Thank you. Councilwoman Baber.
No announcements, Mayor. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Councilwoman Key.
No announcements at this time.
Okay. Councilwoman Mitchell.
Yes, ma'am. I just want to call to everybody's attention. We do, I believe, have it on our website and our Facebook page about the Free Wheels Clinic tomorrow. Starting at 5 o'clock, there are flyers out there on the counter. But I want to say that it is for typically a household that is 200% of the poverty line, which means if you're a person of one size in the household, if you make $31,300 a year, you're eligible. However, regardless of the amount of income that comes into your family, you can come tomorrow and get information about free wheels. Those who qualify to have the wheel actually done will come back on October 29th. But please come out regardless of your income and listen to what the Legal Aid Society is saying, and then you can decide for yourself what you want to do. But then the second session will be where they will actually go over the wheel that they prepared for you. Free of charge. Is here tomorrow, 5 to 7.
Thank you. All right, I have one announcement. I want to actually introduce our new Assistant Fire Chief, Jonathan Jenkins, if you would come. He has some news that he wanted to share with the village.
Yes, thank you. I apologize, I haven't been sending the report to the appropriate location. I'll work on that, as well as getting to the right meeting at the right time. And again, thank you for your time to make this good announcement. The Woodlawn Fire Department received last month notification that we were awarded a federal grant in the amount of $223,000, and that is primarily to purchase cardiac monitors. We call them like 12 leads, if you're familiar with hospital and medical stuff, and it's to advance our cardiac care that we provide to the residents of Woodlawn and Lincoln Heights. So big amount of money, big purchase that's gonna take us to the future, so.
All right, thank you. All right, for you leave, Ms. Yeah, so I wanted to introduce Assistant Chief Jenkins to the Village of Lincoln Heights because he was a captain prior, and he will be attending our Law and Safety Committee meetings, which one is scheduled for next Monday. If any of the residents are interested in coming out, you'll be able to get all information pertaining to how many runs, and I was going to have to elaborate just a little bit on it, on the different reports that that you give us. He would normally bring that, and then the council approves it in that committee. They approve that report, but I wanted to introduce him to the residents and let him speak a little bit on what the reports entail, if you want to talk just a little bit on that.
Sure. Hello, everybody. Just part of what we do for Woodlawn. We try to do the exact same for Lincoln Heights, and it's provide a monthly report to keep you guys abreast of the number of calls that were taken. I break it down specifically to between Lincoln Heights and Woodlawn, as well as mutual aid calls that we take, which is all other communities that we assist. I try to throw in community events that we're taking part of. So speaking to you, the trunk or treat, depending on the day and the time and what you need, let me know. We would love to have a fire truck there, help them part with that. We love community events. Y'all know we're always over here having our face anytime we get invited. So don't be afraid to reach out to us. We love taking part in this community. So. And then as far as reports go, if there's something specific that you want moving forward that you're not seeing, again, reach out and let me know. If I can, by law, include it, I will.
Could you talk a little bit about the smoke detectors? Because I know we're ending the year and they always tell us to change our batteries. But I do know when we had Pittman, Assistant Chief Pittman here, he talked about how they this time come to the house to install them. Is that still available for the residents?
That's correct. We have a partnership with the American Red Cross that we can provide, I know 2, but maybe 3 smoke detectors per home, free of charge. There's no income requirements, no guidelines like that. I think the only stipulation is that we don't go into multifamilies. because that falls on the landlord. We install them. We provide the detectors. We install the detectors. You just have to reach out to the fire department and let us know.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, well, thank you so much.
Just one quick question. Just want to make sure clear on the grant. If anybody asks, is it AED units? So once again, if somebody are defibrillators on the field, is that what we're talking about, or?
No, so
Okay.
it's similar to an AED, but it is far more advanced. So
Okay.
if you think about an AED as something that gets mounted in a public space,
Yeah.
that's easy for anybody in the public to use. What this grant is for are cardiac monitors that we as trained paramedics use, very similar to what you would see in the hospital if you or a loved one were in the hospital and needed their heart monitored.
Okay.
We have that same technology, but put in a portable, a little more rugged device.
And I guess, and the only reason I was asking once again, and I know this is not this grant, but if we can work on that at one point, getting, those type of machines out just in case, especially folks who are first aid certified, if something does happen, especially we have a lot of seniors, being able to do that first on the action first aid. We obviously saw, what happened to DeMar Hamlin at the Bengals, a couple years ago, but we have individuals here that can do that. So if there's some things we could put within our community, that'd be fantastic.
And so that's another service that we provide is if you're interested, we do CPR certifications through the fire department. It's a very, very, very small cost. We don't make money. We basically charge what American Heart Association charges us for the card.
Okay.
And again, you can call to schedule that if you have an organization or anybody in the community that's interested. We can put a class together and teach that.
Thank you.
Yeah. So,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Okay. All right. Manager Brown, did you have any announcements, or you want that part of your report?
I can abstain until I submit oral report later
Okay.
on in the meeting.
All right, thank you. Okay, all right, so next on our agenda is our speakers, and our first speaker is Pastor Anthony Collier of Mount Pleasant Baptist Church.
Good evening, Madam Mayor, and to this council. I am the pastor of the Mount Pleasant Missionary Baptist Church, and I stand to represent all of these co-pastors that are standing with me. And our reason for being here on tonight, as we pastor the residents of this great village that we represent, there are a lot of still unanswered questions, concerns concerning the February injustice that was done to this village. And so we have met and we stand tonight to say that we are in agreement with Resolution 2025 R88, because then we can have answers for our members. And then again, because it's an ongoing investigation, yes, that information would have to be turned over to the village and also to the prosecutor's office. So we stand in support of that resolution. That is our purpose here tonight. And also we want to let this council know that we want to support each of you. But we can't support you if we don't know. Any message that needs to get out to our members, if you all would get the message to us, we will get that word out, and vice versa. We want to help you for the betterment of this village.
All right, thank you. All right. Thank you, Pastor Collier, and the extra additional. I want to acknowledge all the pastors that were in the room. So thank you all for coming out to express your concerns on helping move the village forward. Our next speaker would be Mr. Charles Wiley of Let's Get It Production Multipurpose Business Center.
I want to say hello to the council members, hello to the lovely residents of Lincoln Heights. I actually was supposed to speak at the last council meeting that was canceled because we had hosted our grand opening in Lincoln Heights. And I'd like to thank Mount Moriah under Pastor Marvin for opening the door for Let's Get It Productions. And I want to give you a little information about me because a couple people asked me, like, Charles, can you give a little information about yourself? Because a lot of people don't know you. I'm the youngest of 10, grew up in the projects. I actually left Lincoln Heights right after high school when I was going to college. And so I was back and forth. And due to that, you know, I was living in the city, but I was always coming to Lincoln Heights. I remember back when they had the YMCA basketball team. They couldn't find a coach, so I started coaching young men here in Lincoln Heights. I was probably about 23 years old. From that point, moving forward, I started an organization called Black Positive Brothers and Sisters. One time we had 80 men in our organization, about 60 women. We had the youth organization, so we was always doing, purpose of that was to help educate and enhance fellow African Americans throughout the community. And Coach Paul had reached out to me. Back then, the concession stand had got burnt up. So I formed a team where we built, purchased the material for Lincoln Heights, and we built the concession stand. I started mentoring with Beach Acres. I started working with them. And they had a strong mentoring program, but they was not coming to Lincoln Heights. And I was one of the ones that initiated. We needed mentors for our kids in Lincoln Heights. So just giving you a few things that I've done. So I've left Lincoln Heights physically, but mentally my mind has always been in Lincoln Heights and my love for Lincoln Heights. I started a scholarship awards banquet where I made sure, and I want to thank Corman Daniels Taylor was a part of my committee back then. So we made sure that kids from Lincoln Heights benefited as far as that. And there's some other things, but I just want to give you a little bit where my mind has always been towards Lincoln Heights. I've started an organization called Let's Get It Productions, Multi-Purpose Business Center. We've been out in Roseline for the last 3.5 years. My first move was to try to open up in Lincoln Heights. I even talked to Mayor Ruby about it, but I could not find a place to open it. So I was blessed through Mount Moriah to be able to open our center. And in doing so, we have an ex-offenders program, we have a senior citizen program, I have an elite youth program. We train young people critical thinking skills. We train chess. I connect chess with critical thinking of my life through my autobiography of how I grew up and what helped me overcome. So we train them those skills. And I've connected also with the school to build houses in Milford. So I've connected from my remodeling company where we train young people, electrical, plumbing, carpentry, painting, drywall. We have a very successful program. I also have my passion has always been for youth and seniors. So we have a senior citizen program. And through that senior citizen program, what we do, we just connect positive functions for our seniors. When we had our grand opening, we had the bingo going on where they was winning gifts, they was doing things. So we have a lot of senior citizen programs, things that will be going on in Lincoln Heights. And then we have a community outreach program. And through the community outreach program is where we do different programs and entities that the whole community is invited. So in saying all this, we have a digital database through Talk Fusion where it's called, it'll be called Lincoln Heights Digital Connect. And what that is video email through Talk Fusion and video texting. It's like your own personal business card. So with that, that's what we're gonna use to be able to keep in contact with the community, to let the community know what we have going on and also what's going on in the community. So I'm looking for, just a couple individuals to help us with that program, to help us stay connected even more with Lincoln Heights. So with that, I appreciate you guys, appreciate you allowing me the time to stand before you.
Did you want to mention this, Mr. Wiley?
Yes, thanks. So, me feeling the way I feel and I always have for Lincoln Heights, you know, I'm one of those that like, you know, I just like positivity. Whenever I get the opportunity to be able to just kind of open doors to bring more clarification, it's in my soul to do. So this program, what we're doing, all it is meet the candidates and where the community would be able to come out and ask the questions that they feel is not being answered. That'll be held October the 28th at Mount Moriah. Has nothing to do with Let's Get It Production. This is something that I'm hosting, that I'm sponsoring, and also Taffy will be helping me with that, and I appreciate you so much. So I'm looking forward to you guys coming out, and whoever can't make it, what we would do, what I'll offer is a one-on-one where we can hear from you also on the other platform. So I thank you guys.
Thank you. All right, that leaves our former mayor, Mr. Richard Haddon.
Greetings, council, mayor. and
Greetings,
council members,
Mr. Ed.
Manager, everyone. I'm here as a veteran. I'm a Vietnam veteran, Navy veteran, and I'm asking council for a resolution where we can make the Sunday before Memorial Day a day where we recognize our heroes from Lincoln Heights, which we had one that was killed, John Mark Smith, World War II. He was missing in action 55 years. For 2 years, they had him as a deserter when he was dead in a black man hole in Okinawa. You have Willie Vernon Williams, been missing since the Korean War. We want him on the wall. We have 6 Vietnam veterans that died, and we only have 5 on the wall. And I am collaborating with the Hamilton County Veterans Services where we can clean this wall up, put their names on it, and plus honor and put the names on Memorial Field. That is Memorial Field for our veterans that died, the heroes. And Lincoln Heights had a lot of veterans that was drafted in the Vietnam era. And we need to honor that. This is history of this village. To lose 4 guys in May of '68 for a small city. It was a city then, you know. So I'm asking council to make a resolution where the Sunday next, it would be the 25th year in 2026, and it's May the 24th. It's the Sunday before Memorial Day. The reason I want it moved is because a lot of programs is already established on Memorial Day. So if we do it that Sunday, we can get like American Legion, which I'm a member, Disabled Veteran Chapter 1, which I am a member. We can get the Hamilton County Veterans Commission, which I am the vice president of. We can get them involved. You can get AMVET involved. I would like to see this with Lincoln Heights and the Veteran Services come together and work together on this and start in January instead of starting 2 weeks before time, so we can have this and let the public know so they can come and bring their kids and let them know, hey, it's history here. Yeah. You know, you got heroes here. Yeah. You know, I'm no hero. I was in Vietnam. The heroes is the ones that didn't come back. Thank you, council.
I have a question for Mr. Mayor.
Yes.
Two questions for Mr. Mayor. First, thank you. The individuals just that I can think of, that the Iraq War and the war in Afghanistan, do we have, or would you be able to get that information, individuals?
We have nobody that died in that,
but
we did have people from this village fighting the wars.
Oh, and that piece, yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes.
So, and then lastly, if you're doing it on a Sunday, I think it would be advantageous, and I think everything happens for a reason. We have 5 parishes in the back as well, too, if we're doing it on a Sunday, to also find some type of collaboration, I think, to make it a real big village event as well, too. So
That's
I
a
would,
good
I would
thing.
mention speaking with them as well, too.
Yeah, we had talked about that. The reason we were talking about doing Sunday, we would do it after church.
Yeah, yeah.
Soon is, and that's a good thing. I would like to get with the minister so we can do it. This need to be a big event,
Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah. Well,
you know, and honor because we honor the family of these people, you know, and you know, I'm a Gold Star member, and my nephew's in here. It was his grandfather that was killed in World War II.
Yes, sir.
So you know, it's a lot of history. Thank you.
No, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mr.
Madam
Mayor.
Mayor. Madam Mayor, I had a question for Mr. Mayor. Mr. Mayor. I apologize. Just wanted to make sure I was clear on the resolution that you're asking council to pass. Are you asking for it to be memorialized the Sunday before Memorial Day from here until indefinite?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
thank you.
Thank you.
for that. So we have a date.
Yes, sir.
Any more questions before I leave?
Thank you. All right. Thank you, Mr. Hatton. Mayor Hatton, I do want to thank you for being part of the Veterans Commission. I know this is is it going into your second year? Is your second year on the Veterans Commission Board?
Yes, ma'am.
So, yeah, so it's very important that we have one of our own be a part of that, because I think you're appointed by the commissioners, is that right?
No, that's at large. I was appointed by Judge Cross,
Okay,
representing disabled veterans of America.
okay. All right, well, thank you so much for your service.
Mr. Mayor.
Okay. Okay, we'll go right into our regular agenda then. Next is communications to council from the Clerk of Council, Lisa Randolph.
No, Mayor, I don't have anything.
Okay. I don't. I don't have anything, but I did have something from Black Art Speaks at Serenity. I thought I saw her, Alexis, here.
She's out of town.
She was here earlier today?
I think, Landis. I think Alexis.
Landis.
Landis. Alexis is out of town, but Landis
Okay,
is, ma'am.
all right. Was this part of your report, or did you want to? I can wait.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to decide the timing of which to present this, but being that we're already here, we can just go ahead and talk about it. So this Saturday, October 18th, 2025, from 12 noon to 4 p.m., there will be a Unity in the Community Harvest Block Party. There will be streets blocked off from, 1201 Stephen and McGee, McGee and Simmons, and McGee and Bird. So it'll kind of like be like a T form. So the purpose of this event is to bring all of us together so that way we can get some community engagement from the residents to get some design specifications for this art installation. So we have partnered with Black Art Speaks. You will know them from their Black Lives Matter mural outside of City Hall within the city of Cincinnati. They have been so gracious to provide us with similar art that has been installed within Roselawn and within Avondale. And this is something that we're really excited about. They have contributed up to $35,000 to this effort. And all they asked was for us to have a space and provide some skin in the game for community engagement. And this is something that happened at rapid speed, but there is a flyer that exists and is going to be going out, but I wanted to make sure that this was presented to all of council before anything was published formally. This is something that I believe is an opportunity for all of council and council candidates to be able to confer and connect with a lot of the residents and community partners as well. So this is an exciting time, and I'm hoping that this will be indicative of the great work that is to come through council and administration. And in the packet, there is a flyer, and but like right ahead of the flyer itself, there is like a draft of what the letter L looked like on the Black Lives Matter mural. But the purpose of the event is to get design specifications on what we want the art piece to look like. And from there, a formal design will be submitted before the art is installed. The objective is to have this art installed prior to the end of year, so that way the ground is not too hard to install the concrete that is going to hold it stable. So if you have any questions, please feel free to come talk to me afterwards, send me an email, or if anyone on council has any questions pertaining to this, I'm already happy to provide answers.
Any questions for Manager Brown? Okay, thank you so much. All right. Okay, all right. Then we'll go into the old business. Okay. Okay, I think she was gonna do that. Councilwoman King.
I want to defer it indefinitely. That's not what y'all want to do. Because I want to defer it indefinitely until he's able to come back, not to give him 2 more weeks and then he come back. So then he can always come back.
Yeah.
Motion now?
Yep.
Madam Chair,
Yes, ma'am.
I'd like to make a motion that we defer indefinitely Resolution 2025 R81, Resolution 2025 R82, and Resolution 2025 R83 to be brought back to council at such a time that the village manager deems all necessary information is accurate.
Second.
All right, great. It's been moved in second. Roll call.
Councilwoman Phyllis Baber,
Yes.
Councilwoman Nona Calhoun Mumia,
Yes.
Councilman Durant Daniels,
Yes.
Councilwoman Tanya Key,
Yes.
Councilwoman Laverne Mitchell,
Yes.
Mayor Ruby Kenzie Mumphrey.
Yes.
We have 6 aye votes. That motion does pass.
Okay.
All right. CRA.
So it's been deferred. I knocked it out. Okay, so that took care of 81, 82, 83. All 3 have been deferred. Okay. The next. Yeah, it was unanimous. Mm-hmm. Okay, so our next motion order is resolution. Second reading of resolution number 2025 R84 of support for the Mill Creek Triangle Trail feasibility study. As stated also at our committee of the whole, that the Tri-State Trails will be coming to the village at the next council meeting to do a PowerPoint presentation. So what is your pleasure, council, regarding the resolution to support?
Motion to hear second reading only.
Okay.
Second. Oh,
It's-
sorry.
Okay. It's been moved in second for second reading on. Don't need a motion? Okay. All right.
Village of Lincoln Heights, Hamilton County, Ohio, resolution number 2025-R-84. Resolution of support for the Mill Creek Triangle Trail feasibility study.
Isn't that a vote for that? For a second? No. What do we do? Vote for that? This by title.
Yeah, I read it. Yeah.
Move on. Is there a motion? Okay. Oh, there's no motion, we'll move on. Okay. All right. Second reading of resolution number 2025-R88. What's your pleasure, council?
Motion that we read by title only? We don't need to read by title only, so we just roll through it again, correct? If I'm not mistaken, we don't need a motion to read by title only.
It should be automatic.
Yeah. So let me ask this then. Do we need to go through a read and then ask to suspend the rules again? Or can we just make a motion right now to suspend the rules out of curiosity?
You have to complete, you got the first reading done, so it's up for a second reading. She'll read it by title. There's no need for a motion, and then if you want to make a motion to suspend, make that motion.
Sounds good.
Village of Lincoln Heights, Hamilton County, Ohio, resolution number 2025-R-88. A resolution directing the village manager to instruct the Hamilton County Sheriff's Office to review all available evidence from the February 7, 2025 incidents in Lincoln Heights and to issue citations or charges for any violations of law or ordinances and declaring an emergency.
I'd like to make a motion to, I'd like to make a motion to excuse the rules.
Suspend the
Suspend the
rules.
rules, I'm sorry, suspend the rules. Sorry,
Second.
suspend the rules.
It's been moved in second, roll call.
Councilwoman Phyllis Baber.
Yes.
Councilwoman Nona Calhoun Mumia.
Yes.
Councilman Durant Daniels.
Yes.
Councilwoman Tanya Key.
Yes.
Councilwoman Laverne Mitchell.
Yes.
Mayor Ruby Kenzie Mumphrey.
Yes.
We have 6 aye votes. That motion does pass.
Motion for passage?
Second.
Councilwoman Phyllis Baber.
Yes.
Councilwoman Nona Calhoun Mumia.
Yes.
Councilman Durant Daniels.
Yes.
Councilwoman Tanya Key.
Yes.
Councilwoman Laverne Mitchell.
Yes.
Mayor Ruby Kenzie Mumphrey.
Yes.
We have 6 aye votes. That motion does pass. Motion.
Hold on, wait a minute. Is that
Wait, we got one more.
We got one
Just hold on.
more. We wanted, we
Motion.
don't want it to wait.
Motion to receive the emergency clause.
Second.
It's been moved in second for the emergency clause.
Councilwoman Phyllis Baber.
Yes.
Councilwoman Nona Calhoun Mumia.
Yes.
Councilman Durant Daniels.
Yes.
Councilwoman Tanya Key.
Yes.
Councilwoman Laverne Mitchell.
Yes.
Mayor Ruby Kenzie Mumphrey.
Yes.
We have 6 aye votes. That motion does pass.
All right.
Madam Mayor, if you don't mind, if you just indulge for me for just 5 minutes, because I don't want to take up everybody's time. Just for the village manager, there was just 2 things specifically that, if you don't mind, I had questions upon, and we can go with it from there. But the first one, once again, I excuse everybody's language from the videos. The first one that we were confused about was sent to us by an individual that she claims, and once again, I'm gonna tell you allegedly, that she was there before the Nazis showed up, and you can see a police officer there in front. Now, the question about this, why this is so curious, the body camera footage, and I'll show this one as well, that came from Evendale police officer clearly shows that there is a police cruiser in front of the U-Haul. In this footage, you can clearly see that the police cruiser is not in front of the U-Haul. So just, if you don't mind. So as you can see, there is the police officer there.
That's ISIS. They better go jump out on somebody. Bitch, shut up.
Sorry.
Look at them. What they doing? Look, they hurry up and close it. What they in the U-Haul? Look what they in, yeah. They in the U-Haul. All kind of stuff. They in the U-Haul, yeah. They being all kind of stuff.
You can see again, there's a police officer again.
I'm in Lockland getting up the expressway. Either that's ICE or that's the SWAT. Look at this. Look, they was loading up to pick up, they get. They in the U-Haul.
And then you can clearly see there's no police officer car in front. So once again, this timeline, we don't have to go through all this. It's 20 minutes. I will submit this to you that you can give to the sheriff. So if anybody wants to see it, I'll put it on Facebook and things of that nature everybody can display. But once again, these are all coming from our residents. Our residents see them loading up, and you don't see any officers or sheriffs there at that moment in time. Our residents are seeing them walking down. This part here, once again, you can see our residents are asking questions because at this point they have already started blocking traffic. And once again, that is also a citation where they are blocking traffic, and she has mentioned it.
Listen to my point. Cars are backing up because they don't want to drive past them. Like, go fast, talk fucking safe to do. That's getting in the spot.
So once again, I apologize for the language. I'll post all this as well too, so everybody can go through it. The next part, and I just want everybody to take in consideration about, once again, the fear and intimidation. This young lady, once again, is just trying to get her individual to her job interview.
That shit crazy as fuck. Hey, can I cross that bridge and go to Blue Ash? I'm taking her to an interview.
That decision is up to you.
Huh?
I said that is up to
I don't want them to do nothing to my car or me.
Okay. So
She's crying. You don't see it.
if you don't listen to me, if you don't feel comfortable going across the bridge, go down to
I'm a
Shepherd.
detour for the white people. I'm a detour for the white people.
So at this point it's 2:20. We haven't even started yet. And you can go further into it. I broke it all down. You can hear the police speaking about how they're going to not allow us to do our own Second Amendment right of just simply protesting. There's a whole slew of it. But once again, I'll just leave it at this because I can go through this, and I know we have to go through the meeting. I'll just simply go back again as we talk about the videos footage that they showed us. There's clearly a police car in front of the U-Haul. As you see on their body camera footage, there is no police car in front of this U-Haul. So my question to the officers, once again, is that are these two different videos or the same video? If they're the same video, please help us understand this. So these are the questions that I have. So once again, I'll submit this video to you. I'll submit it on YouTube and Facebook for our residents as well too, but it's about 20 minutes long and I want to take up everybody's time. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Daniels. Okay, all right. Okay. Our next resolution is Resolution R-89, authorizing the Finance Director to transfer monies between object codes within Program 715 of the General Fund.
Motion to hear by title only.
Second.
It's been moved in second to read by title only.
We skipped one.
We skipped 85.
We skipped one?
We skipped 85.
Oh,
85 was under new business.
Yeah.
oh my, oh, okay, I'm sorry. I take that back.
So we're doing 85.
Let me
Going with the different
retract that.
letters.
I'm gonna retract that and we'll come back to it. Resolution R-85, resolution accepting the amounts and rates as determined by the Budget Commission and authorizing the necessary tax levies and certify them to the county auditor. Is there a motion? This is actually the first reading.
Yeah, so it's supplies council in advance, so unless somebody wants it read by its entirety.
Yeah, right, and it was actually sponsored by our Finance Director, John Key. Okay.
I'm still confused on the rate.
Council, unless somebody wants it read by the entirety because it was provided in advance, it'll default to by title. And it doesn't look like anybody wants to read it in its entirety, so the clerk can jump into the first reading by title.
Village of Lincoln Heights, Hamilton County, Ohio, resolution number 2025-R-85. Resolution accepting the amounts and rates as determined by the Budget Commission and authorizing the necessary tax levies and certifying them to the county auditor.
Madam Chair,
Yes, ma'am.
I know we received the schedule, Schedule A and B that was attached, and there's just a little, I need to understand what this legislation is for, and I know the manager, you gave us some information, but I guess I'm unclear as to why we have this legislation before us, because it uses the language tax levies, and we have tax levies on a ballot. I'm just trying to understand, what are we voting for here, or what is the purpose for having this legislation, if it is in fact to prepare for what happens in November, or if it's to do something that we do every year. I'm just trying to understand what this legislation is for.
Councilman McKee, thank you for that question. Yeah, so this resolution was submitted by our finance director, Mr. John Key, and he and I met prior to our council meeting this evening, and explained to me that Schedule A is the inclusion of both the current and future budget considerations as it pertains to the levy itself. Let me pull up my notes. So Schedule A shows all proposed and current levies, whereas Schedule B displays all of the proposed levies. So if you're looking on the lines of the line items for what is authorized for current expense levy, this is for our general fund. This is post-dated to November 4th, 2025. However, this is a renewal of the current 5-year levy that is set to expire this year. Okay, and the proposed levy is a continuance at the end of that for 5 years for an additional $2 million. So this would be for $18 million on the levy itself, and it displays the potential revenue associated with that. Alternatively, for police, this also shows a continuance of the levy for police and the $4 million increase. And this is to the tune of $21 million. And that also shows the expected revenue associated with that. So Schedule B is for the proposed potential revenues should levies pass, and Schedule A shows both current and proposed revenues.
So, Madam Chair.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. So is this legislation before us asking us to approve what is being proposed here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
And so, but what is being proposed here has not been voted on by the people. So that's why I'm just a little confused.
We would have to propose it in order for the people to vote on it in November.
So I thought it was already on the ballot.
But when it comes to the Budget Commission, there's a process that we have to get to them in order for it to make it fit.
So then after the vote, this is already there. I guess my question is, what if there is a breakdown? There's some that I want to vote for, but some that I don't want to approve. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like this is an all or nothing legislation versus a legislation that gives me the option of doing the existing general or in the second one to do the police. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm just telling you what I read and my understanding. So I just wanted some clarification, and maybe we don't have it today and we can get it later because we just did a first reading. But the question is going to come up because we're talking about levies. And like someone said, if I vote to approve this, it appears as if I support all the levies, and I don't want to, or if I don't vote to approve it, it appears as if I don't approve all the levies. That makes sense? I'm just speaking from what people have said to me and asked me, and I just want clarification.
Madam Chair.
Yes, ma'am.
So we do a tax, this is our second tax budget, is it not? We have to do a tax budget every year based on the amounts that we think we're going to get. So we did one that had to be down to the commission in June or July.
Beginning
All
of the
right.
year.
So
right?
now, because we are now putting the tax levies on, whether they pass or not, we have to show what we may expect to get. And if you read the last section, it has to be down by October 23rd. So this is our second one, because we have now decided that we may have some proposed additional funds. So we've already sent the first one down.
Correct.
Before we did that. So this doesn't say you agree or disagree. You're just agreeing to the tax budget that says these are our current expenses and this is what we may get. This is what we're asking for in the future. We may or may not get it.
Okay.
So this is like an estimation of what we think we're going to get.
Question. So hypothetically, if this does not pass, but if the residents choose to pass the levies, then we're saying we're not going to accept the money that the levies have, because that doesn't make sense to me at all, because we've already passed legislation saying that we will put the levies on the ballot, unless I'm hearing it completely incorrectly. I'm just asking, if this does not pass and then the residents choose to pass the levies, are we saying we're not going to accept the money from the residents, from the levies based upon Resolution 85? That wasn't a rhetorical question.
I cannot explain it. Ms. Mitchell, I think you explained it, because it's
I don't know
just proposed.
what else to say, Mayor. Perhaps Mr. Brown or Mr. Desai can explain it, but, I mean, it is required.
It's a requirement.
I understand that it's a requirement. My question was, in a hypothetical situation, if we choose to not pass this, that's the first part. The second part of the hypothetical is, if the residents choose to accept levies 14, 15, and 16, if they choose to accept that, are we now saying that we cannot accept the money? That is not anything that you were saying, Ms. Mitchell. That is a totally different question that I'm asking. If we do not pass this, are we saying we're not going to accept the tax dollars from the levies?
For me, I think if we do not vote on it, we won't be able to even send this information to them to even be able to calculate what we're estimating, because they need these numbers to see what's needed for the village, what we're proposing based on our finances and what's coming in on the levies. Am I correct, Mr. Brown?
To my understanding, that is correct.
Okay. All right, so, council, what's your pleasure? Do we want to send this proposal down to Hamilton County, which they do need, which we've done year over year throughout the years? The deadline's the 23rd. Miss Mitchell, the deadline you said is the 23rd, right?
Right.
Okay, of October.
Yes, ma'am. So that means that our next meeting is when?
November, after the election. Oh, 27th, I'm sorry, 27th, which, October 27th, so they actually need this before. So we're like, have to make a decision.
I mean, the only thing I can, to make sure that those questions are answered, I mean, this is a proposed tax budget that we're saying this is how we plan to get our money. And so if it's not down there, whether I think somebody needs to make a call and push come to shove, then we need to have a special meeting if this doesn't pass tonight in order to pass it or not pass it.
So we'd have to have a special meeting, and I guess we would reach back out to the finance director to get more additional information that council is asking for. So council,
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Is this a confusion between what's on the ballot and what the Budget Commission is is requesting as far as an estimate of what we expect we're going to get.
Yes.
So this doesn't really have anything to do with the ballot. This is just saying what we expect to get if if it passes.
Right.
And so we're asking the commission, the commission is asking us to verify this. This is
Right.
what we're
Right.
we're
We have to
expecting get,
verify.
To
because
verify
we
this
have
is
put
where our
already
money is gonna
on the-
come from, one way or the other, either from the current expenses or from the proposed expenses. They just add, this just a verification. It's very similar to, once this is done, when we do our appropriation is still just a proposed budget, because we may move monies around during the year, so it's no different than this. To me, the bottom line is the commission is saying, you need to tell us where you're getting your money from. And they want to know by October 23rd.
Yeah, because it basically breaks it
Whether the
down.
levies pass or not. If none of the levies pass, then we're looking at what the current ones are. If one or two of them pass, then when we do our appropriation, that's going to show. Because they're going to give us a certificate of resources.
Okay. All right. Okay. So with that being said, is there a motion? Council, what's your pleasure?
Have we had the first reading? I'm
This is the
to
first
suspend the
reading. Is it a
rules.
first
Did we
reading?
accept it or
Just
what?
think, so if you want to do just a first reading, just know that we'll have to do a special meeting because it has to get down there by the 23rd.
Well, we need to have the first reading anyway,
Yeah.
right? We haven't had that.
That was already done.
The first reading's already done, so you either can, we take a vote then. We have roll call?
No.
Somebody's gotta make a message to suspend first.
Oh, well, then I will do
First
that.
you need
Motion
to-
to suspend the rules.
Okay. Did you make the motion?
I
Or you just. Okay.
I second it.
Okay. Y'all was mumbling, so I couldn't get it. I'm thinking Ms. Randolph didn't get it. You got it, Ms. Smith?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So it's been a motion to suspend the rules.
Councilwoman Phyllis Baber,
No.
Councilwoman Nona Calhoun Mumia,
Yes.
Councilman Durant Daniels,
No.
Councilwoman Tanya Key,
No.
Councilwoman Laverne Mitchell,
Yes.
Mayor Ruby Kenzie Mumphrey.
Yes.
There are 3 aye votes, 3 nay. The motion does not pass.
Okay. All right. So with that being said, everyone, please look at your calendars and we'll,
Ma'am.
I think, economic development meeting is Monday.
Sorry.
The economic development meeting is,
Finance is Monday.
the finance, perfect. Finance is Monday, so we'll have this on the agenda, Chair. Chair? Okay, all right.
Madam Chair,
Yes, ma'am.
are we taking a vote or something right now? Are we taking a vote or anything? Are we getting ready to take a vote right now?
No, it didn't
Oh, okay.
pass.
So I just want to suggest that, Mayor or the manager, if you can call someone to come out so that it can be explained what this is all about to council. So
Okay.
that we know how to vote and how this is going to affect any funds that we may get,
All right.
whether the levies pass or not. But, so we're not getting an answer, it doesn't sound like. So if we can have somebody from, tax office come out and, or send you a letter or something so that it is explained. Thank you.
Ms. Mitchell, you're saying that you want the Hamilton County auditors to come?
Yes.
The commission's okay. All right. So we probably need to make a motion in agreement. Okay, so council, what Ms. Mitchell is asking, we're gonna vote on that to instruct the village manager to reach out to the commission to come and speak at the finance meeting. So you can get the clarity that you need, and then from there, everyone look at this calendar as far as looking to vote on that before the 23rd deadline. Okay.
I'd like to ask the village manager, do you think if we had the director of finance to explain to us, he would be able to?
Yeah, that's great. An email would be great.
Yeah, for sure. And we can certainly provide. We can certainly ask our finance director to provide some clarifications to that effect. It is my understanding that some folks from the auditor's office has been out here previously to give a presentation.
Last year.
Okay, so we can certainly reach out to them to get something scheduled very quickly. I'm hoping that their schedules are amenable to that effect, but we will reach out to them for sure.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right. So I guess there's no reason for a vote for that. All right. So that, okay. So the supplement with,
Go ahead, I was gonna say we're back on.
yeah, so 89 didn't pass.
No, you went. We never really finished 89.
Okay, all right. So motion in order for the first reading of resolution R89.
Motion to hear by title only.
Okay.
Second.
It's been moved in second.
Councilwoman Phyllis Baber.
Yes.
Councilwoman Nona Calhoun Mumia.
Yes.
Councilman Durant Daniels.
Yes.
Councilwoman Tanya Key.
Yes.
Councilwoman Laverne Mitchell.
Yes.
Mayor Ruby Kinsey Mumphrey.
Yes.
6 aye votes. That motion does pass. The Village of Lincoln Heights, Hamilton County, Ohio, resolution number 2025-R-89, resolution authorizing the finance director to transfer monies between program codes, formerly known as departments, in the general fund.
Any question? Oh, I'm sorry, go. Yeah. Okay, any question? If there are no questions, motion to suspend.
Okay.
Oh, amen. Is there a motion?
Council,
Baber.
you made the motion and Councilwoman Baber seconded.
It's getting late.
Okay.
All right, it's been moved to
Councilwoman
second.
Phyllis Baber.
Yes.
Councilwoman Nona Calhoun Mumia.
Yes.
Councilman Durant Daniels.
Yes.
Councilwoman Tanya Key.
Yes.
Councilwoman Laverne Mitchell.
Yes.
Mayor Ruby Kinsey Mumphrey.
Yes.
6 aye votes. That motion does pass.
No, she did the title only.
I did.
You read it all the way through.
The title, yes.
Okay. All right, motion for passage.
No, we gotta vote on,
We did suspend the rules.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
All right. Huh? Okay, that was motion for passage.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved to second.
Councilwoman Phyllis Baber.
Yes.
It's late. Councilwoman Nona Calhoun Mumia.
Yes.
Councilman Durant Daniels.
Yes.
Councilwoman Tanya Key.
Yes.
Councilwoman Laverne Mitchell.
Yes.
Mayor Ruby Kinsey Mumphrey.
Yes.
6 aye votes. The motion passes.
Okay, is that emergency clause? on there?
Emergency.
Yes, it is. Motion for the emergency clause.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved in second.
Councilwoman Phyllis Baber.
Yes.
Councilwoman Nona Calhoun Mumia.
Yes.
Councilman Durant Daniels.
Yes.
Councilwoman Tanya Key.
Yes.
Councilwoman Laverne Mitchell.
Yes.
Mayor Ruby Kinsey Mumphrey.
Yes.
6 aye votes. That motion does pass.
Okay. All right, and we're going to the supplemental agenda. First reading of resolution 2025-R90, awarding concession stand improvements project to John T. Tumlin and Sons.
Motion to hear by title only.
Second.
Been moved in second.
Councilwoman Phyllis Baber.
Yes.
Councilwoman Nona Calhoun Mumia.
Yes.
Councilman Durant Daniels.
Yes.
Councilwoman Tanya Key.
Yes.
Councilwoman Laverne Mitchell.
Yes.
Mayor Ruby Kenzie Mumfree.
Yes.
We have 6 aye votes. That motion does pass. The Village of Lincoln Heights, Hamilton County, Ohio, resolution number 2025-R-90. Resolution awarding concession stand at Memorial Field Project to John P. Tolman and Sons Ltd.
Okay. Are there any questions? If there are no questions, motion to suspend.
Second.
Move.
Yeah,
Second.
yeah.
Okay. It's been moved in second.
Councilwoman Phyllis Baber.
Yes.
Councilwoman Nona Calhoun Mumia.
Yes.
Councilman Duran Daniels.
Yes.
Councilwoman Tanya Key.
Yes.
Councilwoman Laverne Mitchell.
Yes.
Mayor Ruby Kenzie Mumfree.
Yes.
We have 6 aye votes. That motion does pass.
Motion for passage.
So move.
Second.
Okay. Councilwoman Phyllis Baber.
Yes.
Councilwoman Nona Calhoun Mumia.
Yes.
Councilman Duran Daniels.
Yes.
Councilwoman Tanya Key.
Yes.
Councilwoman Laverne Mitchell.
Yes.
Mayor Ruby Kenzie Mumfree.
Yes.
We have 6 aye votes. That motion does pass.
Okay. Something else. Oh, it does?
Mhm.
Ooh,
Section 2.
okay. Motion for the emergency clause.
So moved.
Second.
Moved in second.
Councilwoman Phyllis Baber.
Yes.
Councilwoman Nona Calhoun Mumia.
Yes.
Councilman Duran Daniels.
Yes.
Councilwoman Tanya Key.
Yes.
Councilwoman Laverne Mitchell.
Yes.
Mayor Ruby Kenzie Mumfree.
Yes.
We have 6 aye votes. That motion does pass.
This is something. Missed something.
I think that was the last one.
Seems like I missed something. I missed 84. Yeah. We missed, resolution 84.
We didn't. We had a second
We
reading on
did?
that.
Okay. I can laugh at myself. Ooh, there's something else though. Okay, so we're gonna go. Okay, all right, so that was it. So we're gonna go into miscellaneous business then. All right, miscellaneous business.
Madam Chair,
Yes, ma'am.
I have a question for Mrs. Desai, just so that all of us understand. So when we do the first reading, do we have to motion to do a first reading? Isn't the first reading just read? And you only ask to read it if you want it in its entirety. And we've been doing this over and over and over and over and over and over again for every meeting. And I thought that part of our training stated that it's not necessary to ask for a motion to do the first reading, because especially when we get it ahead of time, correct?
That latter part's absolutely correct. So good evening, everybody. If council receives the legislation prior to the meeting, the default is by title. You would just do a motion by the entirety if you wanted to hear the whole thing. Motion for title is in order when something has not been received ahead of time. So typically with the legislation, there's no need to make a motion because most people are receiving it ahead of time and just allow the clerk to proceed with the relevant reading, whether it's the first or second.
Madam Mayor,
Yes, ma'am.
but considering we've been having some technical difficulties with our laptops and computers, sometimes we find ourselves going through that process of first readings. But I get it. I get what we're saying. But sometimes we don't get it just because it's trying to catch up in our email system.
Yeah.
And I don't know about everybody else, but I was having issues with my emails.
Me too.
That's
Authenticated.
3, 4, 5.
Exactly.
All right.
So
All
thank
right.
you. Thank you for indulging us.
All right. Any other miscellaneous business?
Just, we brought it up earlier, and just once again, make sure I'm reading this correctly. In our minutes, I guess we went back and watched it. We had the last motion that was stated about our how we should move forward about our solicitor that was made a motion by Councilwoman Key. The vote went with three yeas, 2 nays, with 1 abstention. The minutes say that the motion had failed, but once again, I believe by our rules, once again, if there's a 3-2 vote with an abstention, does that consider it a passage or something that fails? Because we're kind of, I'm not saying left in limbo. I'm sure there's a correct answer, but I definitely want to make sure that we have the right answer for our minutes, and that way our village manager will know how to move based upon that as well too.
Okay. All right. So I wanted to verify that we did go back and watch the video, and you were correct on that. And so I did form the solicitor, and he's going to share some information with everyone. Mr. Desai.
Good evening again. As I understand, the question is, what is the effect of the abstention in a 3-2-1 vote? So in 2008, council amended its rules to go from the English rule to the American rule. Under the American rule, which is embodied in 38.065, any member may affirmatively state when called upon to vote that he or she abstains, and the abstention shall not be deemed an acquiescence in the action taken by the majority voting.
So then, just to be clear, did you guys not make a motion? I remember Councilwoman Nona made that motion earlier in the year of going back from the English to the, Americans and English. So which one was it? And did that motion pass? I know you just talked about 2008, but then Councilwoman Nona asked to change that this year.
We'll have to go back to look at it.
Do you remember that, Councilwoman Nona?
I'm not aware of any legislation that changed the written rules of council. And according to our codifier, the last action was taken on June 9th, 2008, pursuant to 2008-0-15.
So just for clarification, there wasn't any meeting or any, just for clarification, there was not a meeting or there was no conversation about changing our abstention rules from the American rule to the English rule. And that was a motion made by Councilwoman Councilwoman Nunez, I'm sorry. Did that not happen? Do you not remember that happening, Councilwoman? Because it would have been your motion.
I do remember making that motion.
Okay, thank you. Can you, and did that motion pass?
I'm not sure if that motion passed.
Okay, I will do the research.
We'll do it. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So since we didn't hearing from the resident, is there a motion for adjournment?
Madam Mayor.
Yes, ma'am.
We just reserve the right to go back to that motion after we clear up that discussion concerning the abstention vote. So we did receive the minutes pending any corrections, but we do want to hold the right to go back to that after we verify whether or not that motion was made and received.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. All right. There's nothing further?
Yeah, I have a question.
Okay.
When Mr. Hedden, I guess,
that's right.
Mr. Desai, you're going to do, prepare a resolution for us for Memorial Day.
Yeah.
So my question is that going to be a budget item? Is that going to be something that we need to include, just like in our Lincoln Heights Day resolution that says that there will be seed money? And I know that Mr. Hedden had indicated that the commission that he's working with, that we should get X amount of dollars, or is that something that he is going to provide? So I just think that perhaps in that resolution, if we're going to do that, so that it does not become, where we get the money from to do that, that it be included in the resolution, as is the Lincoln Heights Day that says that we always put $2,500 towards that. I mean, because it's going to cost, and so I'm just saying.
Well, what I can say as far as this year, that they gave $1,000, and based on the monies that we use, we have, I think maybe, is it $500? How much is left?
I'm not sure of the exact amount, but it's like 400 and some some odd dollars.
So we met with former Mayor Haddon last week, and he wished to hold that money until we can, because he's adamant about getting those names on Memorial Field and in front of Serenity. So he did apply for that through the commission. So I guess it would be upon council if we wanted to add money, but we do need to look at our budget. So we would need to probably have a conversation, because I don't know what that looks like, because this is the first time. Normally we apply. Usually what normally happens, Mr. Brown, is the last 2 years, we were reimbursed for whatever we spent. So it just depends on what we want that to look like, especially with everyone saying they would like it to be bigger and more grander. So I'm not sure.
So that's why I'm asking that we discuss it, how, I mean, we have a while to do that resolution, but there needs to be, I think, some discussion as to making sure that if Mr. Haddon doesn't get that we have some amount set aside within that resolution that says that this is what council will put towards that event.
Okay.
So I guess you can take an average of all the
Right.
times we didn't get money from the commission.
And how much we spent, yeah.
And how much
Yeah,
we
we'll be
spent.
able, I would say we would reach out to the finance director and be able to get that historical information with the last 2-3 years.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Is there anyone else? Okay. If there's nothing further, motion for adjournment.
Motion.
Second.
It's been moved in second. All in favor?
Aye.
Have a good night.